Hey everybody, I'm TecToss and welcome back to Let's Play Endless Legend. We are playing the Roving Clans on impossible difficulty and, well, looks like all the wars are over for now, but we'll soon instigate a couple more. These guys are at peace. If I could only mouse over you, why can't I do that? Seriously, why can't I... Hello? Okay, whatever. Probably at peace with everybody. Well, we could just... If I look at you, you're at peace. And you're at peace. Alright. So they're at peace with everybody. As for us, we're not that peaceful. We're trying to siege down Redalta. Not gonna openly attack that. Just too costly. Oh, we have to wait for another borough street. Well, we'll just put the National Museum in there. Buy out the plow thingy. Next turn we can get it anyway. That's pretty great. Do we have any... Sure, I'll invest in a bit of titanium. And last steel... not for now. Not titanium. That's adamantium that I'm investing in there. All right, let's get to it, and hopefully we can relieve the what's that? Advanced towers there. Isolation signs, very good. We'll feel a surge of an ancient magic of Great Colossus when the Guardian is brought to life. This bit of a rigor may be fading, but great strength remains. So somebody build a Guardian. That's cute. And Lowstyle has now achieved enough population to actually burrow up. So we're just gonna do that. And Dustwater, and now you can see why I'm stockpiling glass steel, because that's just the start of it. Dustwater is a rather expensive resource to harvest. But I think it's totally worthwhile. Just buy that and start working on it. And if you guys could grow a little faster, that would be so much appreciated. You have no idea. 500, sure, let's do that. It's good to be rich, I gotta say. Actually... Okay. Can't really afford anything else. Well, we only have 300 left, so maybe we'll just call it a turn. I want to get the Empire plan going first. Before I actually start buying out or making deals with the AI. There we go. Gonna bring my way up to the cold operator. And we got 1200 points. I think that'll be this deal. I do want a 30 attack. It's just overall nice to have that on your units. I can't, like the 25 approval rating, I do need it. I also do need the buyout bonus. I could go like, no, I couldn't even afford that. Alright, never mind. So, no need to save up influence. We're making plenty a turn and it's gonna just get more. So, yeah, there's really no reasonable argument for saving up the influence. It's gonna take us 2 or 3 turns to be able to do deals again, but like the only thing that could happen is somebody will move to Cold War status with us, but that's gonna happen next turn, and then we're gonna have the influence to deal with that, so it's fine. Why can't we grow? Okay, so if I put 3 guys on here, which will cost me 80 dust. We can wait 2 turns. Let's see, is there anybody I need? No. Science boost. Health boost. Dust efficiency 3. Well, that is interesting. +3 per... +1 per level. I'd say before we don't have a governor, I'm gonna hire him. Or is there anyone better than this? I was hoping for a cultist, of course. But apparently that is not in the stars for us. So we're just gonna go with you. Can sell you later on anyway if I don't need him. And yet, even though... Oh, wait a second. Can I? Could I? Should I? Put him on an army and go for that quest here. I think it's worth a try. So let's assign the hero there. There you go, buddy. At least gonna give him some basic dust equipment. Even though I think like it's 23, 15. Yeah, we're just gonna go with that. Basic dust like so. That should be enough. Like I don't want to get any accessories. And we're also gonna edit the dervish, because they only have to level. Where's the hammer? 28, 20. All right, have that dust stuff. More dust stuff. I don't know. Guess a little improved life can't hurt. There we go. And retrofit that. It's 500, but that's okay. So they can at least be somewhat competitive. And I'll bring these guys over here, and hopefully, well, maybe over here. Hopefully we can, like, go in and out fast enough so we can finish that quest. I don't think we have closed borders with the... You have closed your frontiers to the Empire, but they don't have... Yeah, they didn't close theirs to us yet. So we're good on that front. What do you cost? Plus 50%. Who is actually producing the most influence? That will be Berlin as well. And why is that? Because we have a cultist hero there. So likely we're just gonna produce that in Berlin and maybe go for that due to the that's due to the skill. Yeah, that should be produced in Berlin. So I don't really know what to do in law style. I guess we'll let them finish up their museum with their own production, because there's really nothing else that I want or need to do. Vision and map exchange, sure. Well, oh man, I've got my work cut out for me, I gotta say. These Draconeer bastards. Alright, we're gonna let that take one more turn. You now. Yeah, of course. So, no sense in going into the vaulted territory and upsetting them. Just gonna park the hero here. And, whoop. We now... No, we don't. Damn. Could buy out that, though. 300, sure. 400, sure. You're up to 7 people and growing at a nice rate, so I think they're gonna be ready for expansion pretty soon. There we go. Isolation science is ready. Very good. And let us now go in here, search the ruin, 120 dust, get the roads of dust. Make sure you have an ardent mage's hero in your empire. Equip them with the roads of dust, manuscript, and assign them to an army. God, that's a worthless quest. Christ. Nah. Well, I guess we could just equip our heroes with that. That as well. Even though it's real expensive. So you're locked for 3 turns now. Ardent Mage Hero, really? What do I do with that? Well, I guess they got decent boni, but we can't even... We can get up here, and then how are we gonna reach the inspirational leader? Go for the attack. Expansion disapproval, that I don't really care about at all. I hate it. Why don't you say, get a cultist hero in your city? How is that? No, have an ardent mage hero lead your armies. Would be so funny. Suckers. Alright, I'll get over it eventually. Just makes me a little angry that these quests are sometimes as stupid as they are. Or as stupid as they feel. Do we have... God! 5 palladium and 15 fricking... Yeah, maybe I'll just leave that as it is. And we'll... No. Let's just start buying out the expansion here. I do want to go for... What do I want to go for? I guess this triangle here was the plan. Yeah. It's a lot of science. Just buy that. And I think I'm gonna go for the plow factory. Not just yet, but soon enough. And Quicksilver, why the hell not? 200, 200, sure. You have some more Quicksilver there. Let's have that. Pixie Blood, another 10 glass steel. I don't think I can spare that. Alright, we're working the dust. Berlin, I guess you're gonna go for the National Museum. Yeah, we're gonna spend 100 to get that market sooner. What else can we get? Oh, we need to buy a settler as well. But yeah, that has a little bit of time. Not much though. Alright, these guys can now go in the garrison. And the hero, I don't even care. Like, he could just wander around somewhere. Doesn't really matter all that much. Wait, Ozek the Chosen, yeah, I'm sure. We're gonna be in Berlin, right? So... Your science output... Yeah, we actually want... Man, we have so many people, like 12 people. That would be... But I think at this point in the game, the percentage-based bonus is a lot better, because we have such a high output already that it's gonna stack up nicely. And here we go, extending the triangle, making that even bigger. Oh yeah, I think I'll just buy that if I don't find anything worth my while. Though if I could buy that, I could buy that as well. What is it that we really need? That will be a settler. National Museum. And of course the strategic resources. Oh damn, we need to have 4,000 at the end of the turn. Now I get it. Alright, so we'll just stockpile. Should line up pretty good. There's nothing we need to like get immediately or rush immediately. And there we go, 4,000. Get that palladium. Very nice. Now we have a good stockpile of palladium, though we do need a lot more than that. A lot more. Anyway, so you guys are... What's that? 4 in here. We should be able to easily deal with that. So it doesn't hurt to just wait another turn. They can't bring any troops up there. So why not just... Can we reassign you yet? One more turn, alright. One more turn. Let's see if we can do any deals, because now we do have a little more... Ah, see, it's getting cheaper already. Now we do have a little more influence. So what do you have that is interesting to me? You have a little gold. Hyperium, a lot of mithrite. And adamantium. I want that. Let's see, do I... Okay, you want palladium, but I'm not gonna... Can you... Does that make sense in any way? Certainly doesn't make sense to me. But, well, not gonna complain. It's just that I... Well, I am complaining, but it's just that I wish I could buy stuff again. Look at that, 1,000 dust and they don't even blink. They have 400, and they're not making that much, so why would I even... I'll just, Hell, I would actually... How much gold we have? 89, and our booster is active for 9. So we're gonna have another 90. So we could basically trade for all of it. Well, let's see what these suckers have to offer. Look at that, 400. And now here is where I really don't think the changes are a good thing, because they're sitting on... Let's actually look at that. Sitting on almost 500 glass steel, right? So I want... Well, not 500. I want 10% of that. I would be willing to pay 4,000 dust. No, doesn't interest us. Because we already have 600, right? But if I give you some gold, well, that's a very different story. I could just give you 30. Oh, look at that. We're very interested in that gold. So I don't see how that is actually, how that makes any sense. Alright, I guess I made my point, but I really don't like the extreme change. Like, I would have liked if we could at least... If dust would at least have some value left in trades. Because as a Roving Clans, I'm pretty much relying on trades to get these resources. It would be really nice if we Well, let's actually see. We could get all we need from that. So, let's see. Bring that up to 60. Maybe 20 of that. And here we're gonna need 40 as well. Okay, that's a little much to ask, I guess. Get rid of the palladium. $60 and some dust. That's a freaking joke. Oh man. We could open our borders again. Sure, let's throw that in. Well, that's not free, that's some influence. 60 gold. So much. We do have... Alright, we do need... How much do we need to get the adamantium? 50. Alright, maybe let's secure some adamantium first. I can break that down like so. Maybe add 250 dust. 350. Look at that! That's a lot of dust. That's as much as they have. And they're not making my amount of dust per turn. It's infuriating. Let's actually see if we can't... Yeah, we could get more gold off the market. So let's just do that. Dust at this point doesn't really matter to me. Like, we're swimming in that stuff anyway. And now it's a lot higher value because there's none on the market. Makes sense. Cannon. Alright. I guess we'll just do a favorable deal. That's okay. So we got 50 adamantium. And let's add some gold here. We got 50. Well, that's perfect. Can we subtract 1? No. Don't need that. We're gonna make enough. So, there we go. Now we got a nice set of strategic resources with a couple very weird traits, I gotta say. But, yeah. Tell me about what you think of the new system and of the changes. In a sense, it makes sense because it's more from a player's standpoint. Like, you wouldn't give your strategic resources to the AI ever, because you know they're going to use it to upgrade, and it's just very hard to get that with a rate of 3 per turn. So why would you give them away? But I don't think it makes a lot of sense between the AIs, and I don't think in multiplayer you're gonna act like that. If you can make a fair deal, like you have a lot of palladium and somebody needs it and can offer you something you need, like some dust maybe and some adamantium, well, probably you're gonna take that. Anyway, that shall do it for the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, even though it was a little rant-oriented, but it just... I was... sorry for that. So used to a certain way to deal with the AI, and then they just effed up the plan, and in the middle of a pretty hard playthrough as the Roving Clans, that kind of upset me a little. But we're gonna deal with it anyway. I think we're still looking good, still going strong, so shouldn't endanger our win, shouldn't it? Also, shouldn't endanger you having a wonderful day and seeing you around for the next episode, right? So until then, goodbye.